we will probably go one more before I call it a stream. The rain outside was coming down even harder. Alongside the intense rain, thunder was crackling more and more frequently. It felt like the sort of night where something would happen. And naturally, that something would be nothing good. Rather, something ominous. No, we cannot keep one scene for more than 4 minutes. No, we can't possibly do that. We gotta hit it. We gotta hit it like, we gotta keep changing up the pace. Change is good. I was feeling mildly restless and couldn't calm myself down. I just wanted to get to sleep as soon as possible. So I turned the lights out early and crawled into my futon. The darkness distracted me from my idle thoughts, but those negative emotions were still lurking deep within my subconscious. If I can set those thoughts are set aside, everything will become clear. When the fear, anxiety, and other negative emotions come to the surface together, sometimes they can attack one another. The curse of Oyashiro-sama, or rather, the series of deaths in Hinamizawa, the Sonozaki family, and their acting head, Mion Sonozaki. Now, she's our good-natured club president, and a friend. A piece of the puzzle suddenly came to light. Nevertheless, I couldn't get a grasp on the situation. What on earth is happening? Have I already got myself involved? And if so, is there anything I can do to escape? Or maybe it's just all in my head. Nah, too many bizarre events have already come to light. It's impossible simply to explain it as a product of my own biased imagination. And the most important thing, of course, is Mion. Why do I have to be afraid of Mion? Mion is supposed to be my precious friend. But at the same time, I can't help but see the tremendous darkness behind the Sonozaki family. And the truth is, I'm afraid. There has to be some relationship between the Sonozaki family and the series of deaths in Hinamizawa. Mion personally explained the danger of the Sonozaki family to me and warned me not to speak out. The friends I've made since I moved to Hinamizawa are precious to me. I want to trust them wholeheartedly. That's right, I want to believe in Mion. My eyes gradually grew accustomed to the darkness. The ceiling was faintly visible, along with the eyes. The waning darkness slowly mingled with the imagery from my imagination. And over time it became hard to tell if the images before my eyes were real or not. Oh good, he's hallucinating now. I could see two sharp elliptical shapes. I immediately buried my face in my futon, but hiding behind my futon did nothing to comfort me. What was that just now? I saw Mion's eyes, or some pair of eyes resembling Mion, shining on the ceiling. Can you imagine actually wallpapering a room with that picture? Yeah. The light in Mion's eyes radiated like daylight. I couldn't even move. That wasn't Mion. Those predatory eyes had to belong to someone else. What the hell did I see just now? An illusion born from my own fear? I heard a sound, so I listened carefully to identify its source. I rolled out of my futon and quickly surveyed my surroundings. I was alone in the room, but I braced myself anyway. Both my fists were trembling nonstop. The next moment, I heard a tap on the door.
Keiichi? 電話よ、電話。
なんだよ、おふくろか。はい、今出るよ。
Once I answered, Mom opened the door. All the strength in my body released at once.
もうずっと呼んでたのに。本屋さんから電話よ。
え、本屋？
Bookstore.
そう、なんか急ぎの用らしいわよ。 待たせてるんだから急いで。
A bookstore? I don't remember giving him my number. But I felt a bit uneasy. I decided to head downstairs for the time being and pick up the phone.
夜分遅くに申し訳ありません。
I think this jives with a couple of things that Uishi's done.
私、沖宮書房の大石と申します。
I recognize that voice.
大石さん？大石さんって刑事の大石さんじゃないですか。
すみませんね。お母さんが出られたので、本屋さんということにしておきました。
Gee, why would a police officer need to lie about where he's calling from?
警察ですって名乗ると、いろいろご心配なされるでしょうから。
Yeah, huh? Uishi-san seemed to be taking extra precautions. So I switched to the cordless receiver and ran back upstairs to my room.
夜分遅くにすみませんね。
いえ。で、何かあったんですか？
いえね、先ほど分かったことなんですが、実は園崎紫音が行方不明らしいんです。
So we're following that timeline, kind of, sort of, are we?
シオンが？
I squeezed the receiver in a panic.
シオンが行方不明ですって？
そうなんですよ。それも数日前から。
She apparently hasn't been seen for several days. More precisely, since the night I met Mion at the library.
前原さん、何かご存知ありませんか？
So, has Shion been replacing Mion this time, or has Shion actually, disappeared? Was there a chance that Mion had Shion eliminated? I nearly uttered something in my panic, but quickly covered my mouth with my hand. I recalled the hawkish look in Mion's eyes from that day. I can never tell anyone what Mion told me.
何も聞いてませんけど。
本当に聞いてないんですか？
Uishi-san's low voice echoed through the receiver like he was threatening me.
はい。本当です。
園崎紫音がいなくなった日、前原さんと一緒にいるところを見たって情報があるんですがね。
知りません。ミオンと違ってシオンとは学校も違うし、そんなに会う機会もないんです。人違いなんじゃないですか？
そうですかね。
Uishi-san's obstinate voice crawled through my ears. Did Uishi-san suspect me? I don't know anything. Really, I don't. As I thought that, I started to regret carelessly mentioning Mion by name. I didn't want Uishi-san to hear anything about Mion, no matter how trivial. I didn't want to give Mion or Reina any reason to doubt me.
前原さん、本当のことだけ答えてくれませんか？
本当ですよ。俺は何も知らないんです。俺は無関係ですよ。
まあまあ落ち着いて前原さん。私は別にあなたを疑って聞いたわけじゃありませんから。
Now, you asked us to tell you the truth. I mean, come on.
はい。
Oishi-san spoke softly to try to calm me down. Then stop this harassment already. Hurry up and end the phone call.
そんなに動揺されては逆に疑ってくれと言われているような気がしてしまいますよ。
すいません。
いやいや、あなたが謝ることではありません。前原さんが本当に何も知らないのか、それを知りたいだけです。
ですから何も知らないんです。
I don't know anything. And yet Uishi-san seems to be doubting me. Can't tell Uishi-san anything Mion told me, no matter what. I desperately tried to sort out the thoughts running through my head.
大丈夫ですか？前原さん。
はい。とにかく何も知らないんです。
Then Uishi-san spoke softly.
それとね、実は姉のミオンも行方がわからないんですよ。
ミオンもですか？
After Mion disappeared too?
ええ。それにこういうの前にもありましてね。
前にも二人が行方不明になったんですか？
はい、そうなんです。あれは去年のことでした。
Last year? That recently?
王女のおばが殺された時も、あの二人が突然姿を消しました。
そんな。
Oishi-san was speaking of the curse on the day of Watsunagashi.
おまけにその時は、せっかく掴んだ容疑者が仏になってたものですから。
Two people disappeared and the suspect died. Uishi-san seemed to suspect that the two of them were involved in the incident.
まあ、だからどうという話ではないんですがね。
This year, Tomataki-san died and two people went missing.
何かわかりましたら教えてくださいね。
Uishi-san suddenly began speaking in a clerical tone.
はい。
こちらも進展がありましたらご連絡しますよ。前原さんも些細なことでもいいので必ずご連絡くださいよ。ねえ、前原さん。
Uishi-san was implicitly saying that he'd contact me again if he noticed any movement from the Sonozaki family. But if I do anything, I'll be the next one getting killed. I wanted to hang up the phone right away and escape from Uishi-san's voice.
わかってます。ちゃんとわかってますから。
ちゃんと頼みましたよ。それでは失礼します。
As soon as I hung up, the sound of the torrential rain filled my ears. And I heard a crash of thunder mixed in with the rainfall. It was particularly loud, but the noise was gradually muffled by the monotonous sounds surrounding it. And then I was completely enveloped in silence. My nerves grew more and more tense, anticipating the moment when the silence would be broken once again, with the sound of rain and thunder. But if I were to hear any other sound, no, I shouldn't hear anything like that. A sound like that would shatter my safety. As I continued thinking about the inevitable sound that would break the silence, my nerves nearly gave out. You know, that kind of harkens, for me, kind of harkens back to the day when I was trying to do tech support at a call center. That sentence is fairly descriptive of my time there. Anyway, I buried my head in my futon. Then again, the darkness only made my imagination run wild. A vague image of Mion's hawkish eyes appeared before me. This time, I'm positive it's my imagination. Still, I was desperately fighting back the shock and fear. I was on the verge of screaming any moment now. There it is. I'll find a use for this somewhere.
De, どうする？このまま黙ってるか、それとも。
Suddenly, Mion's words came back to me, as real as if they were whispered in my ear. My entire body was racked with tension, and all my strength escaped me. When Mion said "or," what did she have in mind for me? For meddling in Mion's life, someone might. There shouldn't be anything like that in this room. But someone might be able to break into this room without making a sound. Or maybe someone could get in by breaking a window. Or maybe there's someone already inside the room. I crawled out of my bedding and frantically looked around. There's nobody in the room. This was the first time Mion and Shion disappeared. The same thing happened last year when the Hojo's family's aunt died. On top of that, the prime suspect disappeared with impeccable timing. What's going to happen this time? Someone dies and someone disappears? How many people are going to disappear from Hinamizawa this year? The heavy rain and thunder carried on as usual. There was no sign of the approaching morning. Will I be able to safely make it through the night? Really, I wonder if tomorrow morning will ever come. Will it? That's a chapter break. And not terrible timing for it either. Oh yeah, this is kinda all over the place, isn't it? This side chapter here has kinda been everywhere. And it is slightly frustrating to follow this one. Just a little bit. They're not really being consistent with anything. Yeah. It hasn't really had it's had one chapter actually ending, and then for chapter 2 of this chapter, however you want to say that, it just kind of goes in little bitty spurts. It lasts about 30-45 minutes each. I don't know, it's been weird. Not even so much the fact that it's a different writer, it's a different writing style entirely, it feels like. I mean, I know you get that with a different writer, but it's not even an attempt, doesn't even feel like an attempt to match the original writing style. Not my Higurashi. Do you really want to claim the other chapters as your Higurashi? I mean, put some thought into the hashtag. But yeah. It is almost 6 o'clock, so I don't want to get started on a new chapter now, or a new divide in the chapter, however you want to say it. Because I know past games you would have each chapter broken up into 2 parts most of the time. This one just keeps putting more and more breaks in this one chapter. Anyway. So these side games are going on a little longer than I kind of imagined they would, so we've got a few weeks ahead of us. We got 4 chapters to go through. And then hopefully I'll be ready with chapter 6 once we get through with these. But anyway, that will be it for this weekend. Thank you all so very much for joining me. Thanks for chatting with me, and I don't know, there wasn't much suffering to be had with this one yet. It's just kind of confusing a little bit so far. Although it is trying to dash my hopes that Keiichi eventually does the smart thing for once. I'm still holding on to that hope. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance we'll finish this one next week. Pretty good chance. And if so, I will move into the next one because it appears to be a continuation of this one in at least one sense. Either a continuation or we pick the other choice at the beginning of the whole thing. Who knows? But anyway. Again, thanks to everyone for joining me, hanging out, chatting, talking, watching me get through this. I will be back next weekend as we once again be cute, fuzzy, and overwhelmingly adorable with bunny armies in Garden Paws. And we will continue this. But in the meantime, I gots to go do the real world stuff that I gots to go do every week. So I will talk to everyone later. Thanks again, and take care, folks. I will see you later.